Everybody Love is Dead coming back. Second game in the International. IG wins quite convincingly against Na'Vi in the first match. But as things have gone, Na'Vi usually loses the first game. So they're still definitely in the tournament and they're not going to break their stride. Even maybe they are spurned enough to win. Anyways, Rubik is going to be their pickup this time. They're not going to give Rubik away. Backwards. Backwards. Invictus is going to get Rubik. Nagasarian, as you can see, still in the pool. Darkseer is going to be picked up as well as Leshrac by Na'Vi. They don't want to give Leshrac away. That was a real problem to them last game. Just with the Pulse Nova, I mean, what do we got here? Damage 66 every pulse to 100 to 144. It's just a lot of damage to have to deal with, as well as, you know, if he gets Lightning Storm, that is 80, 450, 205, 65. Diabolic Edict on top of that, plus a splitter. I mean, he's just damage output. And IG, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Rubik, Night Stalker, and Templar Assassin. This is the lineup that they had last time. Na'Vi are going to have an answer back to it. They have the Morphling band as well as Anti-Mage band, so if Na'Vi really want their carry, they're going to have to pick it now. They can't give it away. They could get Pudge, or they could get Juggernaut, or some other hero that Havost has up his sleeve. I do not think Nagasarian is going to be picked up again because he just did not play her that well. He wasn't as comfortable with her, and they still haven't banned out Broodmother, but I don't think Broodmother is going to get through the pool this time. It's just a strong hero for IG to play. I thought they were going to not do as well with the Broodmother. She lost the early game, but the rest of the lanes just were able to come out with ganking. I mean, Night Stalker and Templar Assassin roaming around. What are you going to do against that? You have Void, and he's just incredibly fast with Hunter of the Night. They are going to take their Chen, so they're going for the same build so far. They got a Chen, which is what they picked up last time, and I mean, I'm just gonna. Juggernaut is gonna be banned out. This is almost exactly the same game. This is almost exactly the same game as the first one. They really just did not win it. Na'Vi did not win that game. So we're gonna have to see it. Shadow Shaman is gonna be banned out, and Pudge is not banned out yet. I think that is going to be the final ban. I don't think they're going to give that away. That is a risky thing. Dendi has not lost with his Pudge. I don't even know what better hero there could be to ban out. Yeah, they're going to ban out the Pudge as the final ban. I'm really kind of... I guess if they picked up Pudge, they would have banned out Chen. They would have still had Enchantress, though. I don't know. I don't know, Na'Vi. We're going to have to see what Puppy is going to do. Have one more pickup. Are they going to be able to defend against their championship? They won it last time. IG are poised to win it with one win so far. Winning 2 games in a row as best of 5 series means that Na'Vi would have to win 3 in a row. That is not easy to do.
10 seconds remaining.
But Na'Vi, they're good when they're down. And Tidehunter is going to be the final ban out. So we don't have a hero yet for Dendi. Broodmother gets through. IG is going to pick that up again. And let's see, Leshrac they don't have, so they're not going to be around out their lineup like they did last time with that one. Queen of Pain was the last pickup here for Dendi. And then it was Nagasarian. So going to, they don't really have, Enigma has been banned out, Tidehunter's been banned out. Darkseer has already been picked up, but they weren't able to couple it really well with the Nagasarian ultimate.
10 seconds remaining.
I have to see if they're going to go with some kind of a different strategy right now. If they have something up their sleeve that they can throw back at them, or if it's just going to try, they're just going to say, we're going to try again. Dragon Knight, okay. Are they going to go with their opponent's strategy? Lina is going to be picked up. Are they going to go with their opponent's strategy and pick up a Nagasarian? But it really doesn't leave too much for Dendi to play. He is more of a moving around, ganking kind of fellow. Dragon Knight, they did their opponents, who was LGD, picked up Nagasarian, and that worked really well for them. They put Dragon Knight mid lane, which Dendi could play, and it's really hard to win against Dragon Knight in the lane because of his regen. But they do have Templar Assassin, who can just meld through armor, which is one of Dragon Knight's strengths. I don't know. I just don't know. And they are going to go with it. This is LGD's strategy that they used against them. They're going to do it. They're going to try it out. They still have, they can lose this one game and still be in the tournament. But we're going to have to see how Dendi does with a Dragon Knight. I've never seen him play a Dragon Knight. So this is going to be different. Rubik is Rubik's going to be played by Chuan. He's going to be, alright, I'm going to wait. I don't like doing it in this setup. I'm just going to wait till that thing goes away. It's an exciting matchup, at least for me. Just because of that Dendi Dragon Knight. It's such an interesting kind of thing. Gotta take it off directed, always forget to do that. Anyway, we're going to introduce Navi right here. Chen going to be playing on the Puppy. Puppy going to be playing on the Chen. Arsark going to be taking Leshrac. Light of Heaven, picking up Darkseer. Little Lag Spike. Dendi going to be taking the Dragon Knight. And Havas is going to be on the Naga Siren yet again. And they're probably going to go for that Radiance build. Hopefully they'll get it this time. Ferrari is going to be playing Templar Assassin mid lane versus Dragon Knight. Let's see how that goes. Faith is going to be on the Lina. YYF again playing the Darkseer. Chuan taking the Rubik, and Zero again on the Broodmother. And I always love the Broodmother's model. I'm gonna do this for a second. Look how she moves. She just moves like a spider. When she gets faster, it just turns scary. Anyways, Navi trying to go again for the level 1 team fight, which they lost last time to a nice, well-placed Leshrac stun with the Split Earth. And placed down a ward right here. They realize that that IG are not going to go for it, and Zoe is going to be coming up here in the top lane and kind of be dangerous. They have a ward popped out right now. Zoe is going to be looking at trying to get away from Hamas. Are they going to be able to hit a Split Earth? They are going to be able to Split Earth because there it is. 1-2 combination. One more right click, and Zoe is going to go down. First blood this time goes to Havas. And yeah, it is just kind of. Oh God, Havas, that is not. Boss calling out good luck, have fun after getting first blood to Zhao. Oh man, Navi. Anyways, Dragon Knight here versus Ferrari. I'm going to be kind of focused on this, and already first blood given away, so I can't miss that, but I'll be checking out the other lanes. As you can see, it's going to be a tri-lane down bottom. No surprises there. Going to be dual lane up top, and it looks like Light of Heaven is just going to give up in that lane and just go straight for the jungle. And they're just going to give up again this bottom tower. Gonna have Dendi versus on the Dragon Knight. Interesting to see. He's gonna be all over the place, trying to deal harassment damage to Ferrari. Watching out for that refraction. He doesn't have anything to answer to that this time, so he's really just going to have to win out on the last hits and denies and stay in lane. Here he's getting what is his farm doing? He's not getting a good amount of farm. Actually going to be stunned up on Ferrari, doing that really well with the creep wave until doing a lot of damage to Templar Assassin. Now Puppy coming in with the Wildkin, and this means that, oh, this is how they're going to do it. This is how they're going to deal with the refraction. They're just going to put Puppy in here with a Wildkin and just focus on Ferrari. Ferrari just cannot win the lane with a tornado there. It's a freaking genius move. All right. At least I think it's a pretty genius move. Just giving Dendi enough room to farm up, and look at this refraction damage. Going to take damage, going to go away. That freaking Wildkin is going to deal a lot of harassment. They're probably just going to stick him there. IG's going to have to do something about that. Navi do need to stop Templar Assassin from getting out of control. Although she does have a bottle. Refraction up again. Wildkin is rotating around down here. Level 3 versus level 3 Dragon Knight. Do we have any action going up in here top lane? I'm going to check on this. They've gotten 0 experience on the Broodmother. 0 experience. We only have 1 no last hits, 1 death. He's getting absolutely nothing on the Broodmother. Does not spell good things. He was going to have a hard lane, but I don't think he had such a hard lane as he did last time. There's a build up on here on Havas. Is going to be in Snare, Riptide. Probably going to get a point in Mirror Image. Checking this bottom lane. Rubik actually still level 1. Lina is only level 2. We have YYF at level 4, however. That is out leveling Havas actually, even though she got first blood with that, and the illusion's helping out Dendi to make sure that he is going to take control of the mid lane, and Ferrari just gonna have to try to like go into the jungle because the Wildkin Tornado is just too much to keep him out of the lane. You have the courier right here. Dendi probably gonna send back his bottle, or I don't know why this thing is sitting here, kind of in a dangerous spot. Ferrari gonna take a good amount of damage here. Gonna be stunned up by Dendi. A couple more right clicks would be able to do it, but he's not gonna be able to finish her off. And Ferrari just having a hard time in this mid lane against Dragon Knight. He's level 4. But only has 11 last hits versus Dendi with level 13, so not too bad. But I think she got, I think she was getting some farm in the jungle, perhaps, or not. Not exactly sure.
The hidden one's green.
In the top lane right now, we have Broodmother finally getting level 2, only 1 last hit, and actually getting 1 deny. We're gonna have Naga Siren up here. Actually, we have action on Dendi, gonna be coming in for the gank, and he's gonna go down in the mid lane. Ferrari gonna live through that one. Gonna be, they have to commit 3 heroes to that, but well worth it to stop Dragon Knight and winning. That's every kind of advantage that Dendi gained in his lane was now lost, and it looks like they're going to try to get a good return gank on Joe and try to take the early map control. They really cannot give that to, they really just can't give that to IG. And IG just, at any point, they can just decide, you know what, we're going to take the tower, because the Light of Heaven is not here. He's in the jungle. It's a strange role for him, actually. The top tower is going to be under attack. Sorry, he needs to be sent back to base. He's going to be sent back. He's going to be just fine. Fortifications are popped off. Going to take a little bit longer for that tower to go down, but Joe cannot defend against that and doesn't want to die again in that sort of situation. Level 4 on the Dragon Knight from Dendi. Just going to pop level 5 right now. And Breath of Fire is going to be eaten by Refraction, but it's just trying to get last hits. He needs, he's only got 15. He's falling off, now a little bit behind Ferrari. Still having a doozy of a time against this Templar Assassin, even though they had Chen to help him out, and just followed around by the courier. Gonna send back the bottle. I want to know if Dendi's gonna pick up the Shadow Blade this time, and gonna be able to extract stun off of that as well. Refraction is still up, so that's just going to allow. They're just trying to give room to Dendi. They really just cannot take out the Templar Assassin with Refraction. And it looks like IG said you're gonna take the top tower for us. We're gonna take the bottom tower for you. And it's just gonna be an even trade right now. Naga Siren going with a Arcane Boots this time. Give him more mana to her, allow her to spam a little bit more, and allow her boss just a little bit more room to use his spells. Anyways, Dendi, pretty low on life right here, only 271 health, doesn't have enough regen to be able to deal with this, maxing out the Breath of Fire, and Naga Siren is now on a killing spree. I missed this up in the top lane, and Zhou is just having a severely hard time, only has 2 last hits this now, and level 4. Naga Siren is level 6. Anyways, in the middle lane here, he's got his bottle back, followed around by the courier. They're going to send that back, continue to bottle Crow. There is no rune down here, which he's checking. The rune is going to go to Ferrari. I don't know, it's going to be denied. Ferrari does not get the rune, going to have to bottle Crow himself. And anyways, YYF jumping all the way down here and actually getting a kill on Light of Heaven. Sorry, I missed that one, but they're going to have a TP in here. Faith is really low on life. Not going to be able to, if they were, Havas just wants to get that last hit. Faith is going to be able to get out scot-free, and I forgot that they already took down the tower. Now, we have Arsart, and is he going to be able to get the kill? No, he's not going to be able to get the kill. He's going to go back into the mid lane. We're going to try to focus on Ferrari. Refraction is up. They're probably going to wait for that to go down. Here we go. We have a stun on Ferrari. Trying to deal damage. Trying to stop her. Trying to make her get away. We have the Edict that's now popped off, but is not dealing enough damage to her. They need to slow her down in order to get away, but she's going to be able to get away from that one. Oh, boy. I'm having a really hard time in the mid lane. I don't think it's working out as well as they wanted it to. We do have Templar Assassin now up to 28 last hits versus Dendi with 19. He does need a bunch of farm in order to perform well on this Dragon Knight. We're going to see what his build is going to be. We have Dendi going to pop off the ultimate right now. Now he has poison damage. Going to be locked down from Voss is here. They're finally going to take out Templar Assassin. They do have to commit a bunch of heroes to it, but they really, really wanted that kill. And Templar Assassin has been knocked down just a bit, and is actually finished up Phase Boots. Was able to buy that before dying. Zhou now being left alone, level 6 now, going to be going into the jungle, has the Soul Ring finished off, and Light of Heaven going to be transitioning into the top lane against her. Still, though, going to need some help. YYF is in here, and they might get another kill on Light of Heaven if they're going to be able to lock him down, because there is no one to save him. This is kind of the same thing that happened last time. Light of Heaven transitioning in, he's trying to get away. He's going to go up into here, but he doesn't have a TP scroll, so he is locked in. Right now, we have a TP up here from Havast. And Arsart is here as well. The rest of IG is, though, and AA going to take a lot of damage from the Meld. Zove is going to be finished off right now. A little bit of change of pace. Arsart is low on life, has to get himself away. Light of Heaven needs to be able to do something in order to stop this push. Ferrari, the Song of Siren is now popped off, but the bottle is charged, it popped off. They're going to try to focus on Ferrari right now if they can get it. This would be huge. Are they going to be able to do it? Refraction damage is there, and Snare. And Ferrari goes down right now. YYF is the only one caught out right now. Faith is here, actually. Faith might go down. Light of Heaven is sent back to base just before he dies. Faith taking a lot of damage, and he goes down. Faith is finished off again by Chen, and then YYF is trying to escape through here. Dendi trying to catch him off. Is it going to be a battle between these two guys? Going to have a stun up. YYF taking a good amount of damage from Dendi. He doesn't really have enough to be able to kill him, though. He's quite tanky and much faster than Dragon Knight, who is rather slow. And YYF is building 2 in Hunter of the Night, maxing out Void. And this first night, not going as well for IG as it did last game. Na'Vi were prepared for it. They say, you know what, you cannot run the same thing against us twice. And actually, we're going to have a go on Tuan right now. He's probably going to be dead from this. Couple more right clicks. They actually miss the Arsart stun. And Light of Heaven goes down. Night Stalker getting that kill. In the middle lane, we have Ferrari trying to pressure it in. Dandy's going to take a good amount of damage. Going to be stunned up. Lina is here. He's going to have to back himself away and going to be able to need to have the rest of his team here to defend, which they are. So is he's getting free farm up here, but only 25 last hits versus Havast, who has 50. Going for the same build, Vanguard, although I think Mana Boots is here instead of, I think it was like Power Treads last time, but I can't remember. Anyways, Dendi going to get caught out right now in the middle of 3 heroes, going to be finished off quite quickly. We have teleports in here. Arsart going to be finished off before this happens. Havast is now going to try to get a kill on Faith, but probably going to lose his life for it, but eats an ultimate from Lina and trying to get himself away. He is able to, oh no, he's going to get slowed up by Templar Assassin, and IG have to back themselves off as another TP comes in. It is Light of Heaven in here, and the illusions need to be gotten rid of before that happens, but Na'Vi not winning out in that team fight, getting caught out in the middle lane by a bunch of heroes, and Zhou is able to continue with his farm.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It looks like Light of Heaven actually, for all that he's had in this game, 2 deaths already, he's actually doing well in terms of farm. It has been an issue in this fight. Level 9 up on Havas, he's quite big, I think hero level, and he's the biggest one on the map, but followed up really closely by everyone. Zhao, Ferrari, and YYF. So they're losing a little bit of ground now. Now that they have to move around. Dendi up in the same lane as Havas is not quite a good thing, because they really need farm up on Dragon Knight. He hasn't been able to get it in the mid lane, and Templar Assassin are just able to dominate that lane against Dendi just because of that refraction, and it looks like they're going to give up the middle tower. They're grouping up at the tier 2 tower. YYF is right up here, and the Broodmother Spiderling is going to come in. Dendi is all the way back here. They are going to pop off the fortification right now. We have TP in. I think this is going to be Havast. He is here. Going to pop off the ultimate now. They need to have some kind of combination. Need to get some kind of kill. Right now they're going to look at Zhou for it. And it's 1, 2, a lot of damage coming out from him. That is finished off. Havast still wants to go. Needs to be able to back off right now. Taking a good amount of damage. Faith is going to hit a stun. Pulled back inside. Going to go down. Faith goes down. That is 2 for Na'Vi. That is a good team fight for them, and Dendi popping off the ultimate. They're able to save the tower. They're probably going to get to the deny. One more, yes, that is the deny, so they're going to deny a little bit of gold from IG, but losing a bit of map control. Dendi pulling in the courier to Bottle Crow, not giving up on that, always Bottle Crowing. And they're still continuing with their push. The rest of IG is back up and available. Check out the experience graph. That Dire have the advantage in experience. Dire have just a slight bit of an advantage in terms of gold. Voss really looking for that. He really does not have too much gold, yet still quite far away from the Radiance build that he's been looking for. Finishing up the Arcane Boots is actually kind of expensive. It's 1,500 gold. but not too much more than usual. Anyway, 61 last hit, so he's not as far ahead as he was last. Or what is he? I can't remember quite. He's led having the second most Evermont farm, and this is kind of troubling that Dendi does not have much farm. Perhaps they are just going to look for that level 16. They have a huge last game. They have a huge end game, but they need to make it again to the end game. Light of Heaven up here in the top lane is going to have to face up, actually the team fight grouping up here, and they're going to figure out that this is just an illusion from Havost.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they're just going to continue eating away at Navi's jungle. They're going to actually take a good amount of damage from the Riptide. It's a good play right there from Havost, just starting off with a little bit of damage. Templar Assassin going to slow up Dendi, but they're not going to decide to go on him. IG's going to be backing away from this. This is good for Navi, because they just need farm. That is all that they need. They need to survive the mid-game. That is all they really need to do. And YYF, though, they haven't pushed in the tier 2 tower. They've gotten 2 towers. Perhaps IG is going to, actually, they're going to have to defend their top. Actually, they're going to go in. Navi looking to get a, even up the map control. They don't want to lose too much of it, like they did last game. That was the end of their game, pretty much. It was all about map control. And IG loves to have map control. If they lose it, they are on the back foot. And actually going to dive this really far. Going to try to get a kill before the team fight happens. We got an ensnare on Faith. Going to be caught out right now. 1, 2. Need one more right click. And they're not able to do it. Not able to get it off Chen. Going to pull it off. Dendi actually getting a kill on Lina. Not exactly sure how that happened, but that's going to make them a little bit less strong. IG is here. They're going to go in anyway. They're going to try to deal damage to Dendi, but we have the ultimate popped out here for Frost. If they can do a combination right now, tons of combination. Oh my god, so much damage right now. That's going to be the end of the team fight for IG. They're going to lose this tower. Perhaps going to get a tier 3 tower for this. Going to get some damage to tier 3 tower. This is going differently for Navi. They just have use of the song much better than they did last time. Queen of Pain was not the thing that they were looking for. It was really the Leshrac that was the damage that they needed right there. Plus, coupled with the Riptide that hit everyone, they lose the tier 3 tower. They may lose a Rax 15 minutes into the game. They have 9 seconds up before Night Stalker is here, and they do get the barracks 13 minutes into the game, 15 minutes into the game. Navi are happy with this. This is what they needed. They really need to press their advantage right now and farm. This puts a time bomb on the top lane from IG. They're going to have to deal with mega creeps. Anytime that they try to move and get map control, they're going to have to worry about their top lane, which is going to be pushed in. It's a dangerous thing to lose a barracks in the strategy that IG has. It's really difficult to lose a barracks at this point in the game. It's an exciting. I was kind of worried that they weren't going to have the damage output that they needed, and they're going to just the same thing was going to happen to them. But the mid game, really, with the Leshrac pickup this time, was a ton of damage. He has level 8 right now, and the Pulse, he actually didn't skill the Pulse Nova at all. It was just the Diabolic Edict, and that thing still, explosions, 32 explosions, 50 damage each, Split Earth. It hit a ton of them. They hit at least 3 of them with the Split Earth. That is 300 damage on top of the Diabolic Edict. Cannot express how much damage that is. And that is how, coupled with the maxed Riptide, that is 220 damage. That completely melted IG. But anyway, Zoe not giving up on the top lane. He is trying to press anything he can into the jungle, but this is kind of dangerous right now. The Spiderlings are here, and oh, so much farm for Havost. You can't do this, man. This is you do not want to feed your Spiderlings. Rule 1 of playing Broodmother. And since that is going to screw up my last hits, I'm going to change to net worth. And as you can see, we have Dendi up in the 2nd place. We have Havost up in 1st place, followed by YYF and Ferrari. They are now falling behind, and we have Broodmother in the 3rd place. In terms of net worth, Havost actually not... Ooh, Lincoln Sphere. He's going for the Lincoln Sphere build. Not going for the Radiance build this time. Realize that he needs more survivability in terms of these team fights. He's pretty squishy, and even though it's difficult to push against their Radiance, it's pretty easy to catch out Havost if he makes any mistake. But they're gonna continue to pressure in their advantage and going to actually get some more map control by taking in this bottom tower, which only Faith is here to defend. YYF is available in the jungle, but not there. This is going to be finished off before they can do anything to defend it. And IG just spread across the map right now. Na'Vi are going to press any advantage that they have, going to put pressure on IG to return. Broodmother is not available to them, so they have to defend against this. 5v1. 5v4, what am I talking about? Except Light of Heaven has to run into the battle. He's a little bit late showing up, but I need to buy him some TV square. Or no, that was Night Side TV square. I think that's what they do. Anyways, this tower is going to be melted right down. The Dragon Knight and the Bushwhacker are helping out with that one. They have pushing in right now. So is nowhere to be found. Needs the TV back. Getting a Hand of Midas, that is, I think that is a mistake. Broodmother is not going to be able to out-farm what Na'Vi are being able to do right now. There's no benefit to the team to be able to do that. What does Rubik steal? Rubik steals a Riptide. Has a good amount of damage, but not quite the ability that I would have chosen to steal. And not playing Chua, not playing the Rubik in the way that Dendi can do so. And Dendi is now going to be caught up, but not taking any damage, actually. Going to be... Song of Siren is now popped off and going to deal a ton of damage. Chuan goes down. YYF goes down. We have Faith is going to try to get a stun. They do get it, but going to be followed now around by Leshrac. The tier 3 tower is now going to finish off. Zoe is now here. Doesn't have anywhere to hide. Ferrari is going to go down. That is 3 heroes down for IG. Na'Vi showing that they have the potential to win this. They have killing off the 4th hero. Going to get a second set of bags. GG, well played. Called out in 18 minutes. Incredible series right now. Anyone's game to win. Na'Vi showing that we kill us once and then we know what we're going to do. IG realizing that they can't run the same strategy twice against Na'Vi. They are going to eat you up as soon as they figure you out. But man, it is going to be an exciting best of 5. Love is Dead signing off. Gonna catch you guys later.